The city has lost its flair. It happened so fast. Everything went down. It is almost as if nobody cares for the law anymore. Bad economy did the rest. Jobs got lost and many businesses had to shut down. Every new governor promised change, but nothing happened. Violence and crime took over the streets. Los Santos lives in constant fear. Dark times. The city needs help. Out of the darkness came a hero to bring the change the city so desperately needs, to clear the wasteland that Los Santos had become, the Shady Avenger. It started at the grave of my then nemesis, where I swore to fight crime instead of committing it myself. Of course, I had to delete all traces of my former self. And I had to fake my own death first. But you just don't simply open a detective agency in this town. That's why I left and headed for the mountains.
I knew you would come out, Colin. I was waiting for you a long time. You want to be a hero, so you will have to trade a lot.
After months of training, I was ready to return to Los Santos. Time to bring justice to the city.
You are in restricted airspace. Divert your course or you will be shot down.
Good evening to a special news report about the events at Humane Labs. Today, a madman attacked the top-secret laboratories in the mountains with an armed helicopter. Police could arrest him after a fight where an estimated of 20 officers lost their lives. The madman, identified as a former employee of Humane Labs by the name of Jack Napier, got heavily injured and was brought to a hospital. The FIB is investigating the case, but Steve Haynes, spokesperson, refused to make any comments about it. However, there are a few facts we can give you already. Napier was a bioengineering scientist at the labs for only a year before he just left his workplace without any notice. Nobody knows why he did that. A colleague told us he thinks he just went mad, but that is not proved by any reliable source. Also, we couldn't get any comment by an official of Humane Labs.
Sir, leave the area now! This is for authorized personnel
But of
only.
course we will keep investigating the case and we will keep you informed, so I wish you a nice evening. And I look horrible. They will pay for that. I guess I need to wear a mask and a wig from now on.
The next months were filled with seemingly unrelated terror attacks. I had a feeling that the guy I'd seen on the news was responsible for it, but neither could I catch him, nor had any proof of my suspicions. You're watching the surveillance cams from the police. Any traces of our suspect?
I could catch a glimpse of him. He seemingly wears a mask.
Why, of course he wears a mask. He doesn't want to be recognized. Elementary, my dear. Elementary.
I know that, but his mask... Well, have a look.
No one wears a mask and a wig like that, except when he's hiding some serious disfigurement. That's our first trace that the masked marauder is the terrorist from Humane Labs. Well done, Lucia. Now we knew for what or whom to look out. It was possible to spot him. He is heading for Palito Bay. A surveillance cam at Zancudo Lake Tunnel filmed him. I tried to get there before him and stop him from doing whatever he's up to. I have warned the police too. They think I'm his accomplice or something. I'd better step on it. So that failed, as the police still doesn't know me. That was inevitable, I guess. Let's collect the facts first. What do we really know about the masked marauder?
As far as we know by now, he's a former employee of Humane Labs by the name of Jack Napier. That was his first appearance when he attacked the labs. Should be the point to start.
Right, but what he did next seems quite unrelated. He attacked a police station, a landing plane, Oriental Theatre, freezer bank outlet and a bus. That makes no sense. Looks like... random.
Not quite random. The police station seems very clear to me. He holds them responsible for his disfigurement. And the other attacks? Well, I found out a thing or two about them.
Fascinating. Let's hear it then.
On board the plane was a leading scientist of Humane Labs, and at the Oriental Theater the security chief of them. That makes already 2 targets related to the labs, you see. So I tried to find out more about the other 2 attacks. Well, the freezer bank is easy. It's the bank of the labs. But about the bus, I couldn't find anything.
No wonder. The tickets for the buses aren't personalized. Anyone who the masked marauder might have had a grudge against could have been on that bus. But considering the overall findings of yours, I think we can safely assume that this one is related to the lab somehow, too.
Which brings me to the Clucking Bells farm. The labs are connected to them by using their railway system for some transports, which are seemingly top secret because I just couldn't find anything about that in the FRB files. All of that makes me start to think that something sinister is going on.
Are you suggesting the masked marauder is something of a good guy?
No, not at all. He's killing random civilians on his rampage. That makes him simply a terrorist and nothing else. But if we want to find him, we need to understand why he does things. There has to be something behind all that.
And that something has to do with Humane Labs. Got it. I guess I will have to put my nose in the stuff of those labs. No direct approach. Must find another way in. That has to lead somewhere. Good that I can dive with that mask. I bet it is down here somewhere. Knew it. That is the tunnel to the labs. I'd better hurry up and take photos of everything. Lucia can check them later. Wait, I'd better take a pic of that plan. Seems there's not even a guard inside the building. Are they not allowed here? Everything's empty, but the computers are on. Looks like medical equipment. I wish Lucia were here. She would know. What's that? I'll take a peek. Okay, this is definitively medical. Do they experiment on people? More medical stuff. And gas tanks. Decontamination? Well, maybe normal at a lab like this one. Ah, sample storage. Now it gets interesting. Empty. Those cages. I hope they didn't put people in them, but they are all empty. I wonder if they abandoned their experiments after that attack, or did they just move elsewhere? Finally, an exit, the loading bay. Looks like they have been really busy lately. Careful now, there are guards outside. Looks clear.
No trespassing here. Oh, it's you. Hello, Lucia.
Hi Matt, you have surely heard of those terrorism attacks. I found out that it's no organization or something, it's only one guy. The guy who attacked Humane Labs in the first place.
We figured out that much too. I don't think you just came here to tell me things I already know.
Of course not. I sent you an email with everything the Shady Avenger and me have found out so far, so we can skip that. I'm here because I need informations.
But you do know I'm a simple officer and don't have access to everything.
You have enough access for me. Listen, that is very important. If you can't answer it now, try to find out what is happening at Humane Labs that it angers a simple scientist so much it makes him a rampaging terrorist.
You want classified information. I try my best to find out, but I can't promise anything.
What we found was horrifying. Humane Labs were doing highly illegal stuff for the IAA. We sent all evidence to the media and FIB as well.
Breaking news. Humane Labs has been shut down and all leading staff arrested, as well as a bunch of IAA agents, the FIB told us. Obviously, they have been conducting illegal experiments, the nature of which are still confidential. But the Shady Avenger sent evidence of experiments on cloning human beings to all media in Los Santos too, so the FIB had to act.
Now that should stop the masked marauder too.
Happy. Audition over. Blind boy, kill the rest. Come on, we've got to get to the...
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are probably wondering who I am and why I interrupt your TV program. My name is not important. You can just call me the Masked Marauder, as I know the Shady Avenger does. I'm going to destroy Humane Labs once and for all, because as long as the buildings are there, they won't stop their illegal experiments. The police will not be able to stop me, and you, Shady Avenger, too, will fail. Just remember, I am not the criminal here. The labs are, and they will be destroyed tonight.
Damn that guy. I was sure he would stop when Humane Labs are shut down. There's no reason at all to keep fighting.
Darling, I just got a mail from Ned. The masked marauder is going to steal a cargo bomb with a nuclear bomb from Fort Zancudo. Hurry.
Masked Marauder, divert your course. There's no reason to obliterate Los Santos and Plain County just because of an empty building. If you don't turn around, I will have to shoot you down.
I must do it. They must be destroyed.
Last warning. I'm opening fire.
Go fuck yourself.
This is not an option. So much for the Masked Marauder. So, back to the usual gang fights then.